The wind tore through the broken windows of the old mansion, carrying the scent of decay and damp earth. No one had lived here for decades, yet somehow the doors never stayed shut. Eleanor stepped onto the cracked marble porch, her flashlight trembling in her hand. The sun had long disappeared behind the mountains, and the storm rolling in made the horizon a canvas of gray lightning and black clouds. She had always been drawn to the mansion. Legends whispered about the last family who lived here, disappeared without a trace one night, leaving a house full of their belongings, untouched for years. Locals said the mansion breathed, it watched, it waited. Eleanor didn't believe in ghosts, not really. She was a thrill seeker, documenting haunted places for her small but dedicated online audience. But even she felt a chill creep down her spine as she pushed the front door open. The air inside was thick, like a curtain of dust and mildew. Her flashlight beam danced across faded wallpaper, peeling from the walls, and portraits whose eyes seemed to follow her every move. As she stepped into the grand foyer, the wooden floorboards groaned under her weight. A chandelier hung precariously above, swaying slightly, though no breeze touched it. "Hello?" she called, her voice echoing off the high ceilings. No answer. But then, from the corner of the hall, a soft creak. Slow, deliberate. Someone or something was moving. She swallowed hard, gripping the flashlight tighter. The beam fell upon a staircase spiraling into darkness. Dust motes swirled in the light like tiny spirits suspended mid-air. Eleanor forced herself to climb, step by step, each groan of wood echoing like a warning. At the top, a long corridor stretched into shadow. The walls were cracked mirrors. In each reflection, she thought she saw movement behind her, but when she spun around, the hallway was empty. A door at the far end stood slightly ajar. A faint light flickered inside, though no electricity had been running in this mansion for decades. Drawn to it, Eleanor approached. Inside, an old parlor was barely furnished. A fireplace, long cold, held ashes that seemed fresh, as though someone had been tending a fire moments ago. She shivered. Her camera recorded everything. The light flickered violently. Then silence. A soft whisper broke through the air. Eleanor. She knew no one was there. She had been alone. The whisper came again, louder, more insistent. "Eleanor, leave!" Her rational mind screamed this was a trick of the wind, the creaking of the house, but her body betrayed her. A cold sweat broke out along her arms. The door slammed behind her. The room plunged into darkness. She spun, flashlight dropping, but before she could pick it up, a figure appeared in the corner. Tall, shadowed, unmoving, but the eyes glowing faintly, red and wet. She screamed, scrambling backward. The figure stepped closer, though it made no sound. The temperature dropped, frost forming on the walls where it passed. Her flashlight flickered back on just long enough to reveal the figure, draped in tattered black cloth, face obscured by a veil of shadows. It raised a hand, a long skeletal finger pointing at her chest. "You shouldn't have come here." Eleanor ran. The corridor twisted unnaturally. Doors appeared where there had been none. Staircases led to ceilings. Every reflection in the mirrors now showed multiple figures behind her, reaching out. She tried to escape, pounding on doors, smashing windows, but every exit led her back to the parlor, and the whispering grew louder. All around her, voices calling her name, taunting, crying, laughing. Finally, she stumbled into the grand hall again. The chandelier above crashed to the floor, splintering wood and glass in a deafening roar. And then, silence. For a heartbeat, she thought she was free. But a single word echoed from the walls themselves. Forever.